Hello, hello. Long time no see or no speak. How is everybody? I'll just give it a while. Excuse me. I got some hot chocolate made out of soy milk because I don't drink dairy. Pretty darn good. Got my water. Ta-da. Good, good, good. Ah, has Angie and MT slipped into their sock accounts yet? Or should we give them a few more minutes? Do, 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 do. Hello, Dan. How are you? How are my fishy overlords plotting all our destruction? Uh, so I just was observing, and I will admit I missed a lot. So I'm hoping some people will. Hi, Lucy. Lurk away, dear. So I was just there's a lot that I missed out. So I'm hoping some people can fill in what I don't know. Uh, but things things have been happening. Things have been popping. Um, and it was a bit sad, a bit confusing. Um, People were hurt. Uh, I think some inroads were made. Uh, I don't, I haven't been on for a bit. What is the week of 22nd of October? I might be wrong about that. I was trying to make uh, little notes and stuff, just remembering what was going on. Um, hey, I'm old. I have to take notes. Hey, Shelly. Well, probably because the trolls have been coming out. Uh, I guess Angie and MT have been laying the hammer down on everybody. Um, but we'll get into that. We'll get into that. Um, I don't know where to start really. Uh, let's get into this and get it over with MT. He lost a channel a couple of weeks, or hit it. We're not sure. Don't really care actually. He's like a roach. He won't go away. Uh, uh, and him and Andrew have been doing their level best to make everything toxic. Let's see. I think probably what was going on, Heido, was what got me going was a few days back. Um, Angie had brought in her new community into this war as backup, uh, and and there was some posturing and threats thrown. Uh, Candy and Rochelle tried to make people understand that these two toxic people going into anyone's community, it's going to stir up crap. That's the thing of it. Uh, uh, so, like I said, there were epic streams on both ends. People were throwing around threats, coming to defend somebody they didn't know. Um, Only found, listening to one side of a story, which was an epic 2-3 year, uh, you know, epic in the making. and getting only one side of the thing was the story was frustrating for us because we were being painted out to being the mean girls and oh god. And so anyway, things were going along. um like I'm old. I go to bed at 10. I don't care enough to stay awake and listen to everybody's live stream or what's been said, nor do I particularly care about anybody's opinion about me. I really don't. um so I woke up to uh, well, every time I tuned in to the other community, and I'm being respectful here because I heard there was peace made, a truce was met, so I don't want to stir up anything else by throwing out names. Um, Something was said about someone's husband, and it was by accident and misunderstandings. Like I said, if somebody has, hey Kate, uh, Kate, you were there. Please hop on it and clarify anything I've missed because I'm sort of at a loss. Uh, the but I before I went to bed, I would pop in periodically to this stream, and every time I did, bad things were being said about Alana. So I'm going, this doesn't involve me. Lana and I made peace ourselves. She's got to work this out with this guy. Um, but I got her back if it comes to that. But I'm not sticking my foot where it's not wanted or needed. So I went to bed. Then I woke up in the morning and found out that shit happened. So shit happened. Apologies were made, which is excellent. Um, and Alana made an apology video. Uh, and then a very strange from Angie's end, where she kind of did this pouty 5-year old stomp your feet. Well, if you want to be in that community, you have to be in that community. I'm going, which in turn made Alana post that. Um, they're your friends. I was just defending myself, kind of a thing. So anyway, I don't care to know what happened there. She's deleted it, but shame on you, Angie. Jeez, you're a grown woman. What the hell? Yeah, yeah, Kate. It was a misunderstanding. That's what I'm understanding. Anyway, there seems to be truce, and which is good. Like I said, I'm very pleased to hear that. We all need to take a deep breath. Uh, but what I took exception to was now I can't confirm this. She's gone and deleted it. At the very end of this 5-minute whiny poor me video, she pretty much told Elena in no uncertain terms that we were weaponizing her. Now, Alana can speak on this herself. I've and she has. We don't interfere. We don't whisper in her ear, figuratively speaking. Hey, Rochelle. Uh, I know you're at work. Good. Thanks for popping in. Um, we don't. That's what you and MT do, and I know that's the only point of reference that you have is what and how you are. You are toxic. We are not. I don't care what anybody else says. We have a strong group of ladies that are not afraid. We don't need to go under troll accounts and bother people. We don't. I have never said anything to Alana that I didn't say under my own name. She can confirm that. And I'm sure the same can go for Kate Waxlover and Rochelle Jones and Candy Morgan. Um, we don't have a use for trolls. I'm not scared. I'm in your face. If I don't like you, I'm going to tell you I don't like you, and then keep it moving. Um, so that was the one thing that really pinched my nerve. Is going, you've got the nerve. Um, and then now I tell you the honest truth. I did not stay in Annie's live other than the first 10 minutes. Um, Annie, where do you get off disavowing your part in all this? You were acting like, oh yeah, well, you know, at the end of August, all through September, we worked with Alana to get over shit, to make amends, um, to help her through a rough time, and you did nothing but try to circumnavigate that by calling her names, getting your friends to call her names, making live streams and videos about her, and you were actively working against us on purpose. But then, yet last night you were pretending that you were, oh yeah, we should just all move on. Jesus, we need to stamp that on your forehead. Uh, you had no right to even comment on what went on. You did nothing to help us, to help us. You wanted us to help you. We cleaned up our mess. You wanted our help to clean up your mess. And we said no. And that's what's pissed you off about this the most, is that we had success. We had success. And Alana knows that she can come to us at any time. And I'm putting it out there. If anybody starts telling her bad things about us, that we're trolls or we've got trolls, she is welcome to come to any of us and have a conversation. And I don't want this going on again. This is, yeah, I know, Doe. Uh we got those little weasels behind the scenes with 500 sock accounts actively working against what we're trying to build a bridge with. Let us do this. You don't have to like Alana. We're not her best friends. She's she's her own person. She's got her own ideas about other people that I agree with, but I respect her enough that that's the way she feels. She's got a right to her feelings, and it took a while to get it. I was nasty to her. She was nasty back. Um, and I've said this before. We uh, that it's just we are going to agree to disagree about a great many things and about a great many people. Um, Angie, if you are really sincere about mending fences with Alana, leave her alone. Don't try and pretend to be her friend again. Don't start whispering in her ear trying to stir her up. She's got a job now. She's got an income coming in. She seems really happy. So why don't we all be happy that she's happy and she's being productive? Let's let's do that. Yeah. Um, I no, Lucy. Honestly, not. There are a lot of people out there that are in for the drama, and which saddens me a lot. I got caught up to it. I don't deny it. I do not deny that I was making videos just to be mean, you know. But it worked against my actual nature. I'm not like that in life. I'm not the biggest person out there. I'm an introvert. I enjoy my own company, but I do have some very close friends, and a really close friend. And so I'll leave that at that. But yeah, it's just I kind of, I don't get it honestly. I think at a time in my life I was upset with certain things in my real life I had to put up with hygiene, and I think I just got caught up in the bullshit, in the anger. It's easy. I think this pandemic has done us all in. Uh, uh, mm, uh, yeah. So I just wanted to get it out there, and for the new community that unfortunately got hooked up in this crap. Um, the information is out there. There is uh, there's always her side, their side, our side, and the truth, basically. And I guess I'm just one of those people that I don't take stock of somebody's, you know, their side of the story. I have to go and investigate. I use that word loosely. It's more, I'm. It's a zero effort thing to do is to look up videos. If there's a whole train of hate videos, you got to find out why there's a whole boatload of hate videos. It's not rocket science. And you know, I was just looking over some kind of just notes I jotted down a couple of weeks ago. Uh, an MT baiting the farms. That was funny. That was just funny. I'm just having a little memory here. That's when he deleted his video or his channel, or he was deactivated. I don't know. Don't care. Um, let's see. Let's see. Uh, uh, yeah, the mutual striking back and forth. I'm glad it's been resolved, because when you get nervous about opening up your computer to YouTube, just in case the shit show that's gonna fly. Epic channel streaming, always a fun thing. Yes, listen, everybody's gonna vent and have a rant and throw some shade. That's human nature, and that's fun. When it gets into striking everybody's channel, getting into your real life, doxing people, those are actions of cowards. Um, I don't know how else to say it other than it's cowardice. What next? you know, uh, I know what's next. Everybody accusing everybody else of swatting somebody, or phoning in for wellness checks, or phoning in uh, CPS, or dog uh, pound, or I'm sorry, I forgot the word for that, but you know what I mean. So this is just bad feelings, toxic feelings. Um, it is. Perhaps not. Perhaps it won't stop. Heather, not Heather. Uh, but if we can have a moment of peace, that would be nice. The Christmas season's coming up. I know AdSense is at its highest and drama pays the bills. But for us that aren't monetized, uh, it's a bit exhausting, actually. You got to make the bucks. How about making interesting content? How about decorate your house and let us share in it? Throw you a couple of super chats. It's interesting. I don't know. Somebody else. Okay, you got 5 minutes, Heather, not Heather. What else? Kate, are you coming up or not? Anybody else want to say something? Joe, it's not fun at all. No. Uh, not on the long, not, if there's something to say, you say it. Geez, I've got bad handwriting. Uh, let's see. Oh, and just a warning. Hey, hey, MT, seriously? Did you get bored of the hags? I thought you might be. We're laying bets on it. Uh, oh, I don't care. I don't care. She can talk shit about me. That's what she does. She's a whiny little baby. Let her talk. Let her go. Let her go. Uh, she can bring in all her friends, and they can sit around and talk about how bad and evil I am. Uh, I'm just looking forward to Christmas season. I'm sure they're. Oh yeah, the Thanksgiving up, and what is it? Black Friday. Everybody tries to kill each other for a TV set at Walmart. Everybody stay home. Have black market on the computer. Amazon loves it. Oh, that's okay, Kate. That's all right. A moment of peace to honor the warriors. Yeah, that's yeah. Our Remembrance Day is coming up on the 11th. Um, did you? I didn't. I don't watch. Yeah, I like I said, I'm in bed by 10. Uh, what did Kate? The good Kate was losing her shit. Please tell me why she was losing her shit. I'm interested. No, Gene, I've never been either. There is nothing in this world I want to be that much that I would get run over. Nope. You has got all I need. I am a bargain hunter. I'm not crazy though. I know. How do you do that? I don't believe it though. Not for a minute do I believe that it's fun. Uh, Someone was speaking about her friends and family. Was that someone you know? Well, that happens, and that it's who you know. It's who you hang out with. It's who you tell things to. Keep your mouth shut. No, Trina Ferguson. That sounds like a sock account. Is it? Is it somebody we know? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That's another thing. Keep friends and family out of it. Shit. Shit. Yes, I know, though. And I know I'm reeing into the void because it seems like nobody ever has any respect for anybody anymore. Back in the olden days, we went out with fisticuffs, or we just gossip to the neighbors. That's okay. Uh, we used to go as a group and have matching hats and t-shirts. So okay, Dill, what was your best bargain, your best find, the one that made it all worth it? Was it the TV, the stereo, the ugly Christmas sweater, slippers? Let's see. Mm-hmm. Do, feather duvet. This way. Well, yeah, I can get it. I love new bedding too. Feather duvet was best from Kohl's. Oh, okay. So did you go cross border? Well, it sounds like it. And a girl's getaway. Okay, I can see the appeal of that. If it was gone, it was gone as girls' weekend. Hey, Sade, how are you? I was just shit talking, and I had to get some shit off my chest. Hi, Jenny, how are you? Hope you're doing good. Oh, Jenny, I'm sorry. Now I have to associate you with melodramatic. I hear she's made a comeback. I still see you, Melody, with your blurring tool and your Photoshop. I still see you. Keep your distance. We'll be fine. No more, no more videos, okay? I don't want you to hurt your delicate situation. You being sensitive and all. That's my shade. I'm good, Jenny. How are you? Oh, of course, she never laughed. She was just being quiet. That's okay. And she's a silly thing. Tried to fool us. Tried to grow some lady balls. It failed. Of course, she was lurking and trolling. I know it was big epic lurk for 7 days. Big fail. Kinda. You can't hurt somebody's feelings that don't care about you in the first place. That's actually a weapon, you know. It's a very effective weapon. You're feeling better? Had a fainting spell this morning? Oh dear. Accidentally lost weight too fast and my blood pressure got too low. Oh, you know what? I've been there. I've been there. Um, well, at least you had a soft landing, Jenny. Oh, well, here's our dear leader. Angie said we are using Alana. Well, then I would ask Alana if she's feeling used. Nice try, Angie. You know, you're sticking your stupid foot in there. You couldn't keep peace because that's not giving or making a truce. Making a truce, you should walk away. You don't care about Alana. MT doesn't care about Alana because if you did, you wouldn't have said that. So, uh, yeah, Jenny, go. Do you have a doctor? You should go get your blood pressure checked out. That doesn't sound. Oh no, see, I'm the great Satan. I'm, you know, I'll give you a candy and Kate Wax will have her a break and I'll be the great Satan for a while. Because you know we're puppet masters. Of course it didn't. Of course it didn't. But then you know what? It's up to Alana to she knows the truth. I'm not even worried about it. Because I invite Alana to post anything that says what I say that is wrong. I mean, I've got nothing to hide. Kate's got nothing to hide. Candy's got nothing to hide. Rose got nothing to hide. So, there you go. Oh, let Angie. She was just dying for some content. You know, she's monetized now. She's trying to get that watch time in. Somebody go throw her a super chat. Uh, oh, good. Did you have something to eat? Something good? Not nothing carby, like a hard boiled egg or something with protein in it. Uh, you hide everything. uh, Andrew. Well, you know what? Heather, not Heather. Okay, I'll behave myself. I believe she confessed on some video that she's stolen from every employer she's ever had. So why shouldn't she rip off her government? Is there a drunk druggie on Angie's panel? Yes, Alana was fun this morning. I'm not a huge Chantel watcher, so it wasn't really, but shit, Alana had her moments. Candy, you're welcome to come up if you want. After you had me on yours, you can come on mine. You had some good ideas for some panels coming up. If you want to talk about it now, or are you still figuring it out? Oh, please. Can we talk about the paintings? I shouldn't really. I shouldn't. I shouldn't. I shouldn't. If people are actually giving her money for them, then okay, more power to her, I guess. Uh, you have to give Angie props for thinking very highly of herself and her talent. was Reckless Candy? Yeah, they have the junior high aesthetic. She's got some issues with shading and what are other artsy fartsy words we can use? Depth and perception. Um, they get her paintings because she's a charity case. Hey, melodramatic. Hi, peeps. Or jewels. Yeah, we're just sitting here drinking chocolate, hot chocolate, and throwing shade. I wanted to clean up some misconceptions that were thrown out yesterday um, about what was done in the last couple of months. People taking credit where they didn't have the chutzpah to take it. So, but whatever. There's Jules. The girls are in. You're gonna throw Melody shade. I'm looking forward to it. Yes, thank you, Kate. Come on up. You're invited. Give me 5 minutes. I'm losing my earbud again. Hang on if I lose sound. These are very sensitive, and if I touch them the wrong way, oh hell. Hang on. There. Still hear me? Good. Uh yeah, Jenny, just be careful. I'm never going to tell anybody not to talk to somebody. I just tell them to be careful. Um, any personal stuff you keep to yourself. Anybody wanting to, send you stuff or a card and want something back, just don't. There are so many toxic people here. uh, uh, Strawberry lemonade. Oh, you know what I bought yesterday? Grocery shopping. Man, I had a busy day yesterday. Um, Rhubarb and strawberry jam. Oh, my favorite combination. Dan, can I make pie out of that? Not out of the jam, but strawberries and rhubarb. Uh, you did predict, Jenny. You did predict Melody Hyder. Yeah. Well, it seems that seems to be her mo is big dramatic exits and then reappearances and pretends nothing happened. I tried to trust Annie, but MT fucked you over for no reason. Said I lied about my yeah. That happened just as I was sort of investigating your community. So I don't really know the details of what happened then. Kind of think it's a personal, hurtful matter. So I never bothered you about it. Uh, yeah, we all knew she would. Well, come on, those videos. I don't know if it was exactly just Rochelle. I think I had a few harsh words to say too. Um, careful what you say. You don't know me. Um, I I made one comment for those that don't know. She posted, and last time I rewatched it was on Boogie 808's channel. She did this weight loss, look at me kind of. Uh, and she used a blurring tool on her face to absolutely erase any age. Like she's in her 50s. Um, so it was just there was no face. It was just a blur really with big eyes. Um, and then she, on top of that, put a filter, which now made her look I think she was trying for like really young. I don't know if that's Boogie's thing. Well, it is Boogie's thing apparently, but maybe she's trying to look younger. And then she photoshopped her body. And the Photoshop is, you can tell when somebody photoshops because you have the background warps. So anybody that's trying to fudge weight loss, and that's what I got mad about, because I saw all the deception going on in that video, and I called it out. I don't think I was particularly rude. I did congratulate her for weight loss, but why did she have to lie about it, about the way she looks now? She took offense to that, went overboard with the reaction, because I've only commented once. She went on everybody else's live stream, whining and crying about how mean I was to her. Then that's when I asked somebody, how old is she? And they said in her 50s. I went, holy shit. What is wrong with all these menopausal women? Oh my God. Kate, you are muted. Is that on your end? Oh, there you
Yes,
are.
I just didn't want to interrupt.
Oh, no. Okay. No,
I
interrupt.
wasn't sure if you could hear me or not. Hi, everybody. Good to see everybody.
Not yet.
So, sorry, I've been multitasking and not doing
Don't
a very
worry
good
about it.
job of it today.
Yeah,
Well,
because
I got just a little bug creeping up on me or something, so I've
oh
just been kind of like,
no. Oh
the croup,
no.
the
Sit
croup.
down.
Yep. So it's inevitable this time of year when you go from it's 800 degrees one day and sub-zero the
Oof.
next. It's like, oh, okay, how nice. So, mm,
Ah.
sorry,
So,
people are
so
gonna
what
hear me
did
drinking
Candy
something.
say here? Oh, okay, I'm listening. Tell me what happened between MT and the evil gross Kate. Well, I'm just assuming that's you. Since I'm the great Satan, you have to be the great evil Kate.
Oh, me? I could probably. I mean, there's so many freaking names. It's like just pick one. Do what everybody else does. I got them, and it's my name in Discord. Actually, it's kind of cute. A friend of mine, who is now a friend of mine. They weren't at the time. Um,
Mhm.
they nicknamed me Waxy ages ago. So,
Oh,
and it kind of stuck. So my a lot of my friends just call me Waxy. Ah, isn't that funny? Cute. So so that nickname stuck. So I mean, if they need like to pick a name, they can just use that one. It's so much easier. It's like, oh my god, really? So um, oh, thanks, Jenny. You're doing good, honey. Just be you. Don't care what everybody else says.
yeah.
I mean,
Come on
so
over,
many
throw some shade. That's okay.
so many people have their fingers in everything these days. It's like, okay, fine. And no, that didn't come out right, so never mind.
I just got
Wasn't
it.
the best analogy there. So, I just meant in internet streams. People have
Yes,
their two
yes.
cents in everywhere,
Sure, Kate.
right?
Sure.
And I don't know if anybody had questions from the other night. I really kind of don't know what happened. I think I addressed this on Alana's stream the other day, just in general. Um, I think what happened was I was just there having fun, teasing Alana a little bit, throwing her some shade about the slow moving train she was dealing with. And the
Uh-huh.
next thing I knew, I was kind of all hell broke loose. I just only had intended to stop by, say hi, what's going on. And
Right.
no, and just all of a sudden, everybody, because I even joked a little bit, I said, it's a raid. Because, people came over from another, live stream, and it's just like, hey, hi, but then everything has started off okay, but then I think it took a little bit of a turn. People were getting upset, and it happens because I think there was a lot of misunderstandings going on in that have since been addressed and rectified, which is fine. And
Mhm.
but someone else got offended by something that was said, and again, it was just nobody. It was just some shade really going back and forth, because honestly some of the folks weren't exactly being you know respectful. Let's just say that some of the language was not appreciated, and you know, um, I'm kind of a new mod for Alana. You know, Kathy, I know what you expect from me as a mod. I know what other places expect from me. And I wasn't really sure what she, you know, and Alana's a big girl. So I'm saying I don't fight other people's battles. I let them kind of, you know, talk and do whatever they want to do. But she was driving. So I think that was the problem. She was driving. And so, you know, people were being timed out. Yes. And you know, people were, of course, going over to the live they came from and watching the chat, and things were being said back and forth. And I'm not really sure. Yeah, I was ducking for cover. It's like, holy cow. It just was unexpected. I wasn't expecting, you know, a whole bunch of people to come in all at once. And I was the only person really there at first. So, and again, I didn't know what all she wanted to, you know, to be there. And then she said something that she got rid of somebody herself. So, and we just kind of took our cues from there. But
Now, this
as
was
it
on
turned,
Alana's channel?
yes, this was on Alana's
Okay.
live the other night. Yeah. And then Candy went live after that. And I missed that one because I kept having technical difficulties with my tablet. And I still have my tablet screwed up. I don't know what I've done. Keep saying something about, you know, refresh your browser. And I'm like, dude, I've updated everything. I don't know what's going on, but that's not part of the
Hmm.
story. But, and I'll figure it out. I'm one of those people, I will sit down and just do it until I figure it out because it'll bug me that much. And, but, you know, one of the gals, it turns out, and that she had lost, you know, she'd had a loss of a loved one that was, you know, her husband.
Right.
And we didn't know that. I mean, and again, we were just throwing some shade back and forth because that's what they were doing. And, you know, nobody knew who that person was, but then something happened on their own live later on. And it was one of their own members that was, I guess reprimanded or spoken, you said something too, because it was inappropriate how they were behaving according to them, because that's their live and that's cool.
Right.
And so I guess the gal got really upset, and which, you know, is horrible. You know, nobody wants to, you know, to make anybody upset like that. That was not anybody's intention. And so I do believe there was a lot of stuff that was misunderstandings and, you know, so but again, that was, you know, taken care of, and that's all good. And like I said, though, you know, I think that some of those folks could be nice folks, and I said I would stop by there, and but I don't really think that that's probably a good idea right now, just because, you know, certain people, just by some of the videos that they dropped, it's would
Ouch.
not be a welcomed idea. So, and again, I'm not, I don't want to try to start things with anybody. That's not my
No,
intent at
no.
all.
That's why I never mentioned the community, because
Right.
if things
And
are tentative, then let's just let it settle for a bit, and because I'm not,
right. And
if yeah, so
yeah, and I didn't, and that was not my intent. But, you know, I went over even in the first place because, like I said, the Candy went live afterwards. And I kind of missed that because, like I said, I don't know what I did. My phone died unexpectedly, and I had a charger, and I thought I was plugged in. And I was talking to somebody after, and they said you just cut off mid sentence. I'm like, oh, figures. And so evidently I was using a defective charger, so I didn't realize it. I mean, just a comedy of errors. But I never made it really back to Candy's live. I missed it. But then I watched the other folks live, and it just kind of, you know, a little light bulb went on top of my head because of something he was saying, and that we judged them by certain things that we had seen or were heard or told. And I was like, well, you know what, dude, that's kind of what you guys are doing to us.
but yeah,
You were listening to two people's opinions on us, and
two
that
very
we haven't
toxic
really.
people. Yeah.
Yes, and we've had a very, very bad history with those people. That's not like we haven't tried to take care of it. We've, you know, ignoring each other's never worked because the cycle just keeps repeating itself. It just keeps
Yeah.
going full circle and coming around and coming around. So it never has a chance to die out. And so, you know, there's a huge history there. And, you know, that's just my only point was, you know, the thing that upset me the most too was hearing one of the live streams that she did, to where she just blatantly lied about, you know, an inappropriate relationship and this other stuff. And I'm thinking,
Oh,
really? You gotta be kidding me. And my husband's sitting right next to me, and he's like, oh no, you gotta be kidding me. because there's only two people that have accused of that, and one's a troll and one was her. And there's other people though that were there in the live and participating right then that knew that that was a blatant lie, and nobody said a word. So, that's just, that's not okay. And if I
Yeah.
see something that's not true, I'm going to call somebody out on it. That's just me. I'm outspoken. It gets me in trouble in real life. And this is like repetitive for me because I have to say it over and over and over. I'm not going to come at you, underneath the covers, or, sneak around and troll you and say things. I'm going to come at you right here. This is me. This is Kate. And I'm going to come to you. And that's why I went on his panel that day. And I will say that, he respected me a lot. He was very nice to me. That's why I
Good.
thought, well, hey, maybe I'll come back and say hi and stuff. But because I mean, he had a leap of faith. He even made me a mod for that night, because the first thing when I stepped into that live stream, and I just kind of went in and said, hey, can I ask a question? And everybody was cool with me. Well, MT wasn't cool with me, and
Well,
I
of
know
course
he
not.
wants to say, yeah, and he wants to say it was an accident, but I know better, and that's okay. It's a moot point. It doesn't matter. And I wouldn't even know it was him, but he had to fess up to doing it because the guy asked. So, and that's when he made me a mod and said, while you're here, let's let people talk and that kind of stuff. And so he was cool about that. And yeah, I know, Jules, that's just it. And it's good to see you again, honey, by the way. But it was just really frustrating on kind of a few different levels. That's why I went in, and that's why I did that. I went in as me. I didn't have to go in as anybody else. I went in as a grown up, and I tried to be as respectful as
Conversation.
whatever.
Yeah.
And it was fine. I didn't, nobody really disrespected me or anything. The people that did were the ones that have a problem with me anyways. And that they don't. I think the problem is, a lot of their people came over and said, well, we're good people. Well, we are too. We have a lot of amazing people. We've got a lot of good people too.
Yes.
So you kind of have to look and read between the lines to weed out what you're seeing. And it's great that if they wanted to make peace on their level, that they made peace. That's awesome. That's awesome. I will do, I had to run errands and stuff today. I would have just more than happy to stayed home in my nice little warm sweat outfit and curled up on the couch. But no, it was not meant to be my day. But I listened to Alana. I went in and said hi and good morning and everything. And then I had to take off and run. And so I had it up the stream going in my car. And yeah, I love that lady. Sometimes she just cracks me up, her reactions. I mean, my goodness. So that's the fun part. And that's the one I like to see. And so we're just trying, to have some fun and do whatever. And that's what it's all about. That
Well,
was
yeah,
fun.
but I mean, she had me
Yeah.
roaring with laughter with the finger, or
Yes.
Chantel's finger in her nose and touching
Yeah.
stuff afterwards.
and, and I'm sorry, but and Gail Jones, I love you dearly. I wish I could have said hi, but and I don't do talk to text. I can't. We're not even allowed to hold our phones, and so I saw Gail in there. I heard her being addressed, and so bless her heart, she's like, well, what you don't really care about what you're doing at yourself at home. No, I have. And most it's funny because they tease that guys are really sloppy and whatever. My husband has his times that he's very sloppy, but he is meticulously neat, and I am meticulously neat. So together sometimes it's like, oh, and I think I even told the story before that they will tease me. Him and one of my brothers will tease me, and they'll move stuff because everything I have is something in its place, and they'll go, wonder how long it's going to take her to notice it's moved, and it's not long. Trust me.
See, I would
So
torture people like you, but go on.
and you and Nick Name both would too. You'd come and just wreak havoc in my home. I'd be like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" And but so no, I am. If I touch raw meat, I'm washing my hands. I probably wash my hands 50 times making a meal. You know, and my cats, as badly as they like to think that they're allowed to help cook dinner, they're not. And everybody must remain all four paws on the floor and no on the dinner table. So no, it's no. I'm gonna, if I drop something on the floor, I'm gonna pick it up and wash it. I'm not gonna um, pull at my clothes and then touch my face or my hair, or just, I'm just, no, I'm very
Oh
funny
dear.
about that. So, and
See, I'm
so
your classic double dipper. So don't put chips and dip in front of me because I will double dip. I'm sorry. I apologize. Give me my own little bowl of dip, and I'm
and
also
it's
one of those people that will take a spoon, taste what I'm cooking, and then put the spoon back in the like stew or for whatever, and then I get the
right.
look, and I'm going, oops, more for me.
Well, and it's funny too, because I do, and it gets confusing sometimes too, even for my husband. I have two spoons. Like if I'm cooking like spaghetti sauce, I will do my sauce and it's all ready, and I have one spoon that I is just the general spoon. It goes in there, it stirs when needs to be stirred, and then I have my spoon for tasting. So I have two separate spoons. That way I don't accidentally put the wrong spoon back in after I've stirred and that kind of stuff. So that's how I fixed it around here. I just have extra equipment at my fingertips to do that. So, but, so
Yeah.
no, I would kind of have a problem with some of the stuff that she was describing was going on. I was just kind of going, oh no, 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 no. And so, yes, I would be very neurotic about that as well. So, and she better not, if she's listening, please do not rehome your poor 19-year-old cat. I just read about that.
Oh, oh! What? I missed that. What's going on with her poor cat?
I don't know, but I heard that she wanted to rehome one of her pets and it was a cat that I think is 19 years old.
Why?
Ah, I don't know, honey. And for me, there's no reason why you would do that. Yeah, once, and this is just me, and this is how I've always been. Once I take on an animal and I bring it home, it's mine.
Yes.
Good, bad, indifferent, faults,
Oh dear.
and it just has to be that way. I can't, you know, I
Hmm.
couldn't even imagine giving up one of my pets. I mean, and I understand people were hit hard with the pandemic, and people, even before with, problems in the economy, they had a hard time paying for their food for their animals and they would surrender them. I would go without food myself and feed my
Yes.
animal.
Yes.
I would do
If
whatever
I
it would
had the last
take.
$10 in my pocket, it goes to pet food, not me.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what I would do in a minute. And, and we're neurotic that way with the veterinarian too. I mean, it's just like, it's kind of irks me to death when you bring your pet to the vet and they go, well, how long's your pet been showing symptoms of being really ill? Well, about 4 or 5 days now. And it's like, no. You take care of that right away. It's a priority. You make it a priority.
Yeah.
And that's adulting.
I had one credit card that was absolutely off limits except for pet care, emergency pet care.
Oh,
And I did
absolutely.
that. I did that when I had my Facebook. My dog really needed to see. She was going through kidney failure at that time. I didn't know
Oh,
it yet, and I
right.
simply didn't have the money for the testing. So I reluctantly and very sheepishly put up a GoFundMe. Thank God, the people were very generous and got the test results. And I posted the bill afterward, took a screenshot or picture and posted it on, so everybody knew where the money went. And
Exactly. Yep.
yeah, and
And
it's
you
still
did it the
there.
right way, Kathy.
I
You
did.
did it the right way.
I did it,
Yeah.
and that's when I thought maybe I should get a little. I don't trust pet insurance. I think it's a scam. So I thought I'm just going to get out a little $1,000 credit card,
Yep. And use
and
it just
put it
exclusively for
away,
that.
and that's absolutely for Lucy for whatever care she did, and
Yep.
yeah. So there there's no excuse if you cannot afford. And I put myself through this too because there were times when it was hard, but my dog always came first. Always, like a child would come first. This dog came first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if I had to go without, then I did.
And that's right. And that's just, kind of what you do. I mean, that's adulting. That's what you do. And so, but I just, back to what we were saying before, I just, I'm glad that they did their own thing. I hope it lasts. Um,
Yeah.
but sadly, like I touted before, past behavior predicts future behavior, and
Mm-hmm.
just and it's not on the one side. I think it would be on the other. So I think Alana was the bigger person. Literally, she
She
took the
did.
advantage, and she,
And
approached
did
and said,
that
you know
really
what,
good
I'm done with
video.
this. Right,
Yeah.
exactly. She took those big first steps, and that was probably very hard. That was probably hard to do. So, and the other person needs to think about that too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So, put down the daggers, stop trying to whisper bad things. You know, I know this is a cycle for them to do
it
this,
is.
because it's blow up, have these big wars, make up, you know, then the whispering starts, then you know, they said this about you and blah, blah, blah. And this is what she's trying to do now with Alana. And
Yes.
I need to nip it in the bud. I was going to do it yesterday. Then I thought I'd just, like you were so good and said, just let it be for a bit.
Yeah.
I did. And then Annie did her her live. No, okay, no. You don't get
Yeah.
to take credit for our hard work. You don't get to do that.
Well, that's
You know,
true.
I
Yeah.
just I couldn't believe what I was hearing. And her being her oh hell, and you were messing with what we were trying to accomplish and what Alana was trying to accomplish, and you were there for 2 months calling her names and doing everything to upset the apple cart.
Right.
And no, you don't get to take credit for our and Alana's hard work we did. No, 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 no. So I just, no.
Well, yeah, I mean, because and it is. I think it's just a different approach because you know we can't all say whatever because she's the one that put in the effort and the work,
Yes,
and
it
we
was
just
hard
kind of
for her. Yeah.
exactly. And we just kind of went in and kind of tried to go the right direction and say, hey, let's try to focus on this, girlfriend. If you need to talk, let's talk. And instead of, getting super upset about it, take a step back, relax, process it through for yourself, and then you can think about what you want to say. And stuff gets the best of all of us. I mean, it just, when I came home and did all this stuff and sat down and finally figured out, my one of my sister-in-laws sent me a text and she goes, did you hear about Cole? And I'm like, what? Well, one of our famous internet kitties that I follow them all. I follow tons of kitties. Um, but this was Cole and Marmalade. If you're familiar with the little pair of kitties that are internet famous, Cole had been battling cancer and he lost his battle.
Oh.
Oh, he was a good cat. They were a hoot. So if you ever want to, get a kick out of them, their pet parents, were just amazing people. They had a wonderful time. Not that they didn't try. I do believe he took 15 chemotherapy treatments.
Oh, wait,
They,
wait. I'm
they,
getting some candy too. Apparently, Alana's channel is gone.
oh no, what? Well, we'll have to find out about that, I guess.
Well,
And I'm
see,
sure we will.
YouTube did this. It said it. I didn't know, and then Candy just said, "Uh
Oh my
oh."
goodness. Well, Well, that's a shame. So hopefully things will get, figured out and what's going on and go from there. So
Oh, geez. And I said, well, it didn't last 24 hours, did it?
yeah. And I kind of knew it wouldn't. Well, I mean, come on. That one video that she dropped was one of the biggest pity parties I've ever seen in my life. I'm threatening to pick up her toys and go home,
Uh huh.
basically, if
If you
anybody
want to
else
be friends with
dared to come where she
nonsense, and
was.
yeah, yeah. I mean, that was just embarrassing
Well,
all
yeah,
around.
'cause I can find somewhere. I can find someplace else to chat just very easily. I've done it before. I can do it again. And I was just like, how contrite is that? And it's just like, you know what? That's when I decided, I'm probably not going to go over there if it's going to be that big of a problem, you know, hey, I
Yeah,
don't.
No,
I
no, no,
don't
no.
want I don't want a headache. I don't need it. And maybe one day, hey, but no, not right now, because I doubt that I would be a welcome addition at the point anyways, because they've
Oh,
heard enough lies, and hopefully they'll lurk for a while and they'll figure out who the real people are, and that's cool. Hey.
yeah,
So
as long as you're aware, if a group of people say, look, these people are not all together straight and narrow, on the straight and narrow, you
right.
know, listen. You don't have to respond, but listen, go and do your own due diligence. Um,
Exactly. 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 And like I said, because I can, respect them in a certain extent too, because they came over, some of them came over very nicely, and some of them were like, "Hey, we're good people." I'm like, "Hey, we are too. We are too." So, and everybody's always going to throw a little shade here and there. Come on. That's
yeah,
kind of the fun of it sometimes too.
yeah. A
And
little poke in the ribs.
it
Melody,
really is. It really is. Well, yeah, come on. I mean, you can't. Um,
it's her reaction to what I said that makes me laugh the most. It's just like, oh my god,
well, yeah, and it's just
come
like, come on.
on.
It's it's not that big of a thing. It's not that important. So, I just don't understand why things get so blown out of proportion. People get so upset that, they've got to take things off of YouTube, like I've seen so much lately. I mean, you know, it's funny too, because I was kind of feeling a little bit, and I scared some teenagers. Well, I don't know, they were actually teenagers. They were younger people today, and I just don't think they expected it from someone, that's older and everything else. Granted, I did, the cool cars are put away for the winter. So I'm just in my good old regular car, driving around, going where I needed to go. But I was just in a mood. So I had Motley Crue up kind of loud.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
oh yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm one of those. I loved the hair
All
bands. I still do. I'm embarrassed sometimes. Sometimes I call a friend of mine and go, "Oh dear God, please don't tell me we looked like that." You
right.
know. So yeah, no, like Saturday Night Fever, I called one of my brothers and went, "Oh my God, look at how he looks. Did we look like that? Dear God." So I was horrified. But so, anyways, I've got Motley Crue at a pretty decent level, and they were just looking at me like, "Damn, that chick over there, she's older, but she's rocking the Motley Crue." I
Oh
was
my
like, it was
god.
unheard of or something, and I'm just like, yeah, that's thanks, yeah, cool, yeah, and but it's just
Was
like
you
it's
surprised at
Motley
how
Crue,
much I like Nine-Inch Nails?
yeah. Oh, and
Well,
Fish, and yeah, and I irritated my so partier husband back in the day, who had long hair and the whole deal, and I was cleaning house or something. He came home, and I had on VH1. I think they do the 80s, the rock block for the 80s or something. And it was Bon Jovi's Wanted Dead or Alive. And I just cranked I love that song. I cranked that song out just a cleaning. And he came in, he goes, "Honey, really?" I'm like, "What? It's Bon Jovi." He goes, "It's a little loud, isn't it?" I said, "Oh my God, you're starting to sound like the guy in the Twisted Sister video or something." Is that too loud? It's like, "Oh no." I said, "Don't make me have to get out the Pet Shop Boys or something, It's like, oh, let's not go there. But yeah, I mean,
Andy, Andy, come on up and tell us what's going on. You don't have to stay long. Just come on up. I know you don't like to type.
I know she doesn't like to type. Oh,
I did
everybody
put
was
the,
hardcore. They were all hardcore flagging her.
you know,
Yeah, Jenny, boom, Bon Jovi.
that was a real shitty thing to do. Angie and crew, if that was you, that was mass flagging her after that apology video she made. Like,
Oh,
fuck
well,
you.
yeah, come on. Yeah, come on, Kathy. You know how they roll. That's just it.
Uh,
Well,
well,
hopefully,
I don't.
she'll make another channel and come back, and
Oh, no doubt,
we'll
no doubt.
we'll
I,
go
I,
from
I don't
there, and
see
it'll all be whatever.
Yeah.
So
Somebody mass reported her channel's gone. Mind you, I
yeah,
can't tell myself personally if she just hit it, maybe. I'm hoping,
that's
keeping my fingers
possible.
crossed,
Yeah, I mean
that maybe
that's
she got so
possible.
many flags that she just said fuck it and put it on hid or whatever
That
it's
yeah,
called.
that might very well be because I think MT did the same thing because um I was kind of surprised that he's been so quiet, and I just looked over and I thought, wow, I don't see his channel anymore, and I thought, whoa, another one. But he's a little Energizer bunny. He'll come back on. I think I've subbed to 4 or 5 of his accounts still because I am one of the annoying people, and I'll tell you right now, everybody, if you're gonna come in and troll, I'm going to sub to you. So when you change your name, I'm going to see it. So
I took the advice and did one, that Oakley um, person or troll account. I went and subbed
right,
to that. Been very quiet since I did that.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, thanks
yeah.
to for checking.
Candy was Candy coming up?
I don't know.
Candy,
I just
Candy, Candy Morgan.
I'll put the thing out again.
Yesterday, yeah, they did. So
She clicked the link and it will say why. What? Uh,
no, on her channel. That's what if you
oh,
click
oh,
the link, that's what it's saying. I guess violations is what it's
oh! I see.
saying.
I see. Angie has created war when Alana reappears. There's going to be a oh yeah, oh yeah,
Well,
oh
I
yeah.
mean, and Kathy, you can answer this question because I'm just not familiar. Because, like I said, I put out some wax videos every now and then because some friends will ask me, hey, behind the scenes, what can you recommend, Kate? What can you? So I'll do a couple videos here and there, but this is not my life. Candle videos, it's just for fun. So I throw it out there. So I don't really know how it works. So, Kathy, once you get a strike like that, don't you know who is striking you?
That's a copyright strike,
So,
and if you leave it alone, it'll fade out in I think 3 months. If you want to contest it, then you find out who it's from.
okay. Now, of course, she's going to do that. So,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
what happened to a friend of mine a long time ago, and I never really cared enough at the time to ask. Sorry, David. Um, but he did something wrong, and they didn't terminate his channel. All they did was basically scold him. He couldn't stream for 3 months.
Here, I'll tell
That's
you
what
what
they
it
did.
says. Hold on a
Yeah.
minute. Let me click
Okay,
on
thank
her
you, dear.
thing, and I'll tell you what
So
Now
I
it
it
don't know.
says.
does
So
say it
there's
does
are there
say
different levels of punishment or
No,
what?
no,
yeah,
no.
yeah,
Mukbang
because
just says,
when I
no,
was struck,
listen, Mukbang is
I
hiding
only
his.
got I only got uh I could live stream. I just chose not to when the first
Right,
time I got struck. I just I had to take time. I had to take a moment.
right,
So I wasn't punished at all except for the warning or the strike. So and that's what got Alana and I talking was those strikes.
right. Yep.
And the rest is history. But go on, Candy. Sorry.
Okay, it says this account has been terminated due to multiple or severe violations on YouTube's policy prohibiting content designed to harass, bully, or threaten. Same thing I got. Mukbang says,
Yep.
his says, this channel
On
does
my
not,
end,
it says his
exist.
channel does not exist. That means he put it in hiding.
Oh, okay. So that's what I got too.
Oh,
So
so the,
so he just hid
okay.
his channel. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he can unhide it now, huh?
Well, no, he probably hit it because him and Angie did what he did to Alana's channel.
Oh,
You
I'm
can check
sure.
on it.
Well,
Yeah.
and she's gonna appeal it. That's come on. That's Alana. I wouldn't expect anything less from her.
Hmm.
So she's gonna appeal it,
So I'm
and
going to
so
be
she's gonna
handing
find
out
out who did
helmets
it.
and flak jackets.
I'm sorry. What?
I said I'm going to be handing out helmets and flak jackets.
I know.
Hey,
I bet
Nikki
you.
Shield.
Could you? I
Nikki.
didn't really get that mad when I lost my channel. I didn't like really flip out or anything. But I bet you she's flipping out right now,
Well, yeah,
especially
yeah,
because of
because
yesterday.
yeah, yeah. I mean, But she's, she's going to find out then, who did this. And then you're right. When she does come back, it's going to be, well, okay. But nickname, bless her little heart, she's going to be working her fingers to the bone there. She's been working on chainmail suits for a while now.
Uh-huh.
So I think we may have to meet
I
for
don't think
fittings
there's
here
a
and
name
stuff.
attached to it. I don't think there's a name attached to a violation thing.
No, not
Oh,
violation.
really?
Copy
No.
strike. Yeah, copyright.
Copy strike, yeah,
Oh.
but when they take your channel, it's massive reasons, so it just doesn't have a name.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Axes at the ready. Yep. Where's the torches and the pitchforks?
Well,
I know that's true. Alana did give her $20 last night.
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Yep, she did. Yep.
No, it hasn't been deleted. It hasn't been deleted. Let me look again. Mukbang just says it's gone. That means it's hiding.
Yeah, it just says channel does not exist.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're.
And I didn't know the
He
difference.
took
I mean,
the pussy route out and is probably leaving Angie to get all the heat. And well, there you go, other community. That's what you've got in. That's the toxicity that you've adopted into your community. Good luck with that.
Well, yeah. I mean, and it's sad. It's because some of them did seem like nice folks. They really did.
Well, you know what? Bounty blamed all of us on her aggravation, anger, hate, and pushing them. He blamed it all on us.
No, we were actually the ones that were, like I said, trying to just go.
No,
hey,
the last time I heard, that's why I'm like, unmod me, Alana, because of the fact that he was blaming the mods for being responsible for her actions and intimidating her and pushing her.
Like
and that's what Bounty said about me. He's like, no, I hate Candy. Candy's a fucking bitch. And every time somebody in the room said something about me, he said something sarcastic. That's why I can't stand
because Angie was in his ear.
Oh, of course.
It doesn't matter. He doesn't need to call me names and say, hey,
I know.
No,
that's not an excuse, but I'm just saying that's probably why he went off on that.
And then I try to go back to tell him, like, what the fuck? Why are you calling me names? And then he Mukbang blocked me.
Of course he did. Why do you think he did that? Because if you and Bounty actually had a conversation and got it straightened out.
Well, see, the thing is I don't come under a troll name.
If any of his people are watching, let them
I'm just saying I don't come under a troll name. That's why I didn't go under another name.
We all don't.
No, I went under my own name. Yeah, I went under my own name. Exactly. Just like I am today. And it might have been a deal breaker because I don't go on camera. That's just my choice. But, MT was there. Everybody knows my voice. I've been around flapping my damn mouth loud enough now for a little while. So people know it's me. And when he said, and then he changed his mind, he let it go. And I said, well, MT can verify that's me. And he did say, yes, that's her. Of course, probably rolling his eyes and whatever else. But it is what it is. And, and again, it's.
Does anybody know what I was doing with Nikki?
Could figure it out. And I just think, too, though, a lot was going on in their live that night, too. Mm-hmm. That was, not good for some of their other people. But they were lumping us together. No, that's why. That was my big point, too, is, we're all grown-ups. We can fight our own battles. We don't need to go get our internet friends to go, hey, they're bullying me.
Yes, that's another thing I was going to bring up. Angie, don't involve people that don't know what's going on in your petty battles.
Well, that's it, because they don't know what's going on, because the only thing that they know is what they are being told by them.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's like it doesn't matter, but sadly it does matter. It does matter. And that's, like I said, it's cool. I mean, I get it. But,
this is a woman that let her cat.
Yeah.
While she was dying in pain and yowling in pain, she live streamed through it. Then she realized and put it in a bathtub so she didn't have to hear it.
Does she realize she had said about her
for stuff over the internet for her son?
Well,
Does it care for
Well,
spending
listen to what
lots of
she
her
said about her
content?
cat. God, I think it was last November or December. She goes, I want a dog so bad because I don't know if Red had put his dog in the tent or something, but there was a dog around. They were talking about dogs. She goes, I wish I had a dog. If I didn't have these two cats, then I would get a dog. And then I'm like, wow, well, she got her
Oh
dog.
God.
well, she's been saying that all along.
Yeah.
She said that several times. But you know, everybody says, "What's it to
Well,
us?
I'm
What
just
is it
saying
our
she wasted no
business?"
time. You know what I mean? Like she wasted no time. She got that dog. Somebody that
Right,
can't afford shit, she got that dog.
right. I know.
That's what
And
I'm saying. She's
So,
like, I don't have any money. Dogs are expensive. They're not cheap.
oh, very expensive.
especially the very first year.
Well, guys, come on. It
They're
doesn't matter,
expected to
guys.
spend at
She
least
got her
$1,000.
disability. I heard she got her disability, so all's golden. She know, hey,
Mm-hmm.
she can now gallivant the woods all she wants, and you know, hang
Well,
out
if
with whoever she
Alana's
wants
pissed
to
off at her
hang
right
with,
now
and
or anybody else, I didn't do shit, so she better not be mad at me. I didn't do anything. All I said is I want to be unmodded. That's all
and
I said.
Candy. Oh no, Alana shouldn't be mad at anybody. She was the one that took it for the team here, and she's really the one that tried to behave differently.
Yes. 100%.
Yes,
Yes,
100%.
and
because
then Annie started saying bigums, and then yeah,
yeah,
you
they
know, I
all were
mean,
doing
instead of
that.
sweet tea, instead of dark sweet tea or light sweet tea, I don't know what the fuck the kind of sweet tea she was.
Right. Well, yeah, and
I
they
don't
did. They
remember, but it
continued
was
to call the names, and and then they want to get upset that anybody got of them got fat shamed. Well, come on, you were fat shaming her big time,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And so, but that's a moot point. She really was trying to change, and we weren't really behind the scenes with Alana for a long, long time, for a little while, not long, but just long enough to just kind of be a little bit more empathetic and say, hey, if you feel like you're getting upset or frustrated, you can come and talk to us. Just come and talk to us. Maybe we can, kind of help, keep you from that depression level to where you get so angry that you just automatically explode. Maybe we can kind of help you see a different route.
well,
Yeah.
you know
And
what
that's all
Alana
we
did,
were
don't
doing. She was
I
doing
don't
all the work.
let me
She
explain what
did it.
Alana did and see if you guys understand what she did. Do you know why she left Discord? Do you actually know why? Because I do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, why do you think she left Discord? Because I'll tell you why. Go ahead.
Well,
What do you think she did?
go ahead and tell me. I want to hear what she told you.
She didn't tell me anything.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead.
She just talked about it on her live. So if you're listening to your live, then you figured it out. I think that she became close to us talking like when we were watching lives and we were joking around and talking about food and all kinds of other stuff. And she got accustomed to us every day, talking and stuff. But I even said to her, I give you a lot of fucking credit because you're getting bitched at and people are throwing shit at you. Me, I wouldn't tell everybody to fuck off. I'm going to use my mouth. But she sat there day after day and didn't use her mouth, didn't use her mouth. She tried really hard and tried really hard. And she tried to talk about with people and tried really hard. She didn't want to disappoint anybody in Discord. She wanted to back out slowly, disappear instead of saying, and get really mad because she wanted to go defend herself. And she couldn't defend herself and disappoint us at the same time, if that makes any sense.
Right.
I kind of
right.
figured that was it
And
because
she
she
didn't
was
want to hurt
really
anybody's
good.
feelings because everybody had been really sweet to her. And she didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but she just had to defend herself. She was like, oh, fuck this. I would have done the same thing, but I would have left sooner. I'm sure Kathy would have too. You know what I mean? Like, you can only
Right.
do so much.
Well, listen, I didn't know the real reason. I mean, I suppose that was the reason why. It was because it was getting, more intense on the other side of the fence over at Annie's with all the big ums and the
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Right.
saying. She felt cornered and she couldn't speak because she
Exactly.
didn't want to hurt our feelings or
course
make us
not.
upset at her. So she just like backed out slowly and then fucking like did what she had to do. But she didn't come back as hard as she would have. Like,
No,
ooh.
and see that was my point. I think out of everybody that was, trying to make a difference and make a change, it was her. She was the one that was really striving to really try to make that change. And then, the trolls, trolls really influenced her a lot. And I think it upset her. And she would get, what the trolls were saying, and then she'd get upset. And so that's where I think a lot of it started for her. And I don't know. I just, I'm bummed that
see,
to take
people
her
say
channel
that I
away.
do this and I do that, but I was the same person to her. Like they said, oh, she's used, like today. I screen recorded her voice saying that well, she said Kathy C, but she said that we're faking our friendship and we're using her.
Yep.
Like
That's what she
Angie
said.
said.
That we were faking after all these months.
Who said that?
Angie today. I screen recorded it. Yeah.
She did that. She's a funny little 5-minute video where she was whining and complaining because Alana was taking over her friends over.
We're using her. What the fuck am I using her
we were using her. And then on top of that was Annie's live last night, trying to be, Mother Teresa
Annie and her.
There. And
let's not get along.
I sat on that all night and I'm going, no, you don't get to take credit for our hard work. And Angie, you're a toxic viper. You're an earworm. You made peace with her just to get into her confidence.
Did you call her a deer worm?
An earworm.
Oh, like the fuck is that?
It's somebody that talks that, whisper, right. Especially to somebody that is susceptible.
Right.
Well, that's what I said to Annie many times. I've said this out loud many times to Annie. Annie, you keep wanting Alana to show all these fucking screenshots and all these voice clips of you having a nice conversation, being really friendly and really kind to each other. You show them. If you're so big on out there that you were so nice and sweet and told her to do everything nice, you show them you should have the same shit because you say shit like everybody else does.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and again, everybody all along kept saying on all sides, well, we don't want anybody to lose their channel. Well, apparently they did. So, I mean, that's pretty apparent because everybody kept taking it, and that goes for other creators lately too. I mean, the vengeance around YouTube is crazy right now. It's just, they point a finger and go, yeah, no, we don't like you today. You're out of here. I mean, no, that's not okay.
You want to hear a funny strike? Mukbang Terminator struck me on his name, Mukbang Terminator, but he's been violated and taken away. I could have said, well, wait a minute, his channel is supposed to be gone. On his name.
Cut the nerve.
Right.
Yeah.
On his name. I know. And that's what it said that. And that's what I wrote him back. And I'm like, well, his channel's been terminated. So like, I don't know how he can claim a name when it's not there. Right. It was called MT Cooks when he struck me too.
No,
can you believe that he was going for Mukbang Terminator? That's like you can't claim a name. That's like me claiming that I want to like fight you for candy more than return.
Right.
Yeah. I just meant when I called Annie Mother Teresa, that was ironically, not that I was calling her Mother Teresa.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I laugh out loud? I apologize.
Well, nobody would blame you if you did post some screenshots. I mean,
well, and look at Melody's back.
Yeah, I know. We already had a giggle about her.
Well, she doesn't know that I'm going to make a video about her.
Yes, please.
But yeah, I can't believe that she said that today when, everybody's just been trying to be cool and she throws an olive branch. So basically she just slapped her in the face with the olive branch, took her $20 and flipped her off.
I have an email I can, did you want me to send a message? I'm sure she knows. I'm sure she knows because she listens to YouTube while she's out doing her deliveries.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, and come on. She'll be back.
Okay, it's hard to tell, yeah. So Alana, if you're listening, um, come back soon.
Yep, we're around.
We got the
No worries.
pitchforks and torches ready to pass out.
Yes, average
I
girl,
better
it's
get back to what I was
true.
doing because I need my hands. I was in the kitchen downstairs. I came upstairs to get my sheets and put them in the washer. So I might have to go back downstairs. But no, I was just telling
And
you
I
her
think
channel was gone because I
I
came
think
up
she
here
has
and I'm like,
a few of us on Discord, so I'm not
yeah,
really
Yeah.
I can
sure.
put her on her Discord. I
Okay, cool.
think
There you go.
she never blocked herself from that room. Actually, I can still click. I can still pull her name up from that room. That's why she could see us because the room's still open. Nobody ever closed it.
Oh no, nickname. She supposedly
No,
I
no,
can't
Nick
find it
did.
anymore. Yeah, nickname deleted it.
Oh, maybe because I texted her before it was deleted. Then, or
Yeah,
she did.
yeah.
She
If you had
texted me
already,
before it was deleted.
yeah, if you guys had already messaged each other, it should have been fine. But
Yeah.
because she had to create two different accounts, and one account was dead,
Oh yeah,
and
that's right. That's
and
right.
then the other account was the one that she was last in on. But as long as somebody's been talking to her, then yeah, somebody will. And again, she'll be back. She'll let us know. So
Are you talking about the Annie and who keeps throwing around that Annie and MT have screenshots of each other?
and well, that's come on, guys,
We
stop.
just assume
Um,
that's why they're friends because honestly, I don't see why.
Unhinged, I got a few of those myself,
Okay,
actually.
well, the reason why she's friends with um okay, the reason why she's friends with MT is because MT's friend, like, she's afraid of him. Like, it's too hard to fight him, and you see
Right,
why.
I don't
I
know
mean, he
right.
why.
wanted to kill her sister and Rochelle and Rochelle's son, and God, like, there was a whole family list of people. So
Yes,
that's
we do,
why.
Unhinged. Yes, we do. We love nickname.
What
So
is she?
anyway, I wasn't using Alana. There's nothing for me to use her for my channel. I don't really care about it. As you see, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, and that really surprises me again. See, it's and there was people there probably right there when she said it that no, that's not true, but they don't speak up. They just go ahead and let the lie go on. That's one thing. I mean, if I,
Yeah.
see something that's not true, I'm going to be the first one to go, wait a minute. That's not exactly how that happened, but okay. Especially when they're talking about somebody else, that, and I'll tell the story, and I was a little bit miffed about it. Somebody
Okay,
said
well, I'm gonna
something
go
like,
downstairs and listen. I'm just gonna click myself out of here so I can go back downstairs and take my sheets and stuff.
okay,
Okay,
Okay.
bye.
but I'm not going to get accused of stuff that I didn't do that can potentially harm me in real life. Now,
Mm-hmm.
thank goodness that my husband knew that was not the case or the truth, that it just went by the wayside. But a lot of people saw the comments and that kind of stuff, and again, it wasn't true, and it never has been true. And the people that knew it from back then are all still around. I see them all still all up into their eyeballs and all this mess. One of them that I'm very ashamed of, Belle, that that's not true. All sat there and just kind of looked to the other side and let them say it.
Yeah.
So again, that could have come into my real life. And it didn't because my husband knows that that's not going to happen, and plus he knew Red. So come on, let's not go there. And just to blatantly lie to say that kind of stuff, it's harmful. So I didn't appreciate it. And I'm gonna I don't know, maybe I'm just a stickler for, if I know something is blatantly not true, am I going to be the one to not stand up? I mean, recently too, this happened in a subway, people. This is just, we should be embarrassed as a nation if this is what we're coming to. Some woman was being raped on a subway car, and people pulled out their phones and recorded her being attacked. Nobody called 911. Oh, hey, this woman's being raped. Let's just tape it, everybody.
Where was
And
this?
that's it wasn't too long ago, Kathy. Google it. I'm not really sure, but it was a major
Okay.
city at nine in front of nine people. Finally, the train conductor, I think, saw something that was going on, and he stopped the train and he intervened and he pulled the guy off of her. And but there was a whole big thing, and I'm just sitting here thinking, oh my God, is that what we have sunk to
Um,
as human beings?
that you
I'm
have social
sorry.
media.
I I would have broken every bone in my body. I would have gone over, and stupid me, I probably would have should have just called 911 or something. But I would have gone over there trying to probably attack that man to get him off her. I would have. That
That's
would have
what
been
I.
my first
That's what I.
instinct.
That's why we have purses, ladies.
Yeah,
You
and
know.
man, and I got some dagger claw fingernails too. I'd be going to town, and I'm one of those people, and they just look at me and know this is true. If somebody tried to do something to me, I'd pull a crocodile Dundee on your ass and throw a can at your head or something. You know, I mean, I'd just be like, "Voomp!" And I grew up with brothers too, so I mean, we were
Well,
threatened
me
with
too.
daily
I
life.
have two older brothers. Let me
Yes,
tell you, I
and,
know how
and
to fight dirty.
yep, they tortured us big time, so we're tough.
Mhm.
And but again, the minimum I would have done as a human being would have tried to say something and then say, "Well, I'm calling 911." I mean, come on. So I was shocked that this is what we're coming to as a type of race of people, that we would let something like that go on. So I was just horrified by that.
Me
Ugh.
too. I am. That's just astonishing.
Yep. Yeah. Check it out. Google it and bring it up and read it, because I
Well,
just was shocked. It wasn't that long ago. So, matter of a few weeks. So,
horrifying.
it was. I couldn't, when I heard the story, I was in disbelief. I said, okay, I think I'm going to have to rewatch this and exactly hear that 9 human beings pulled out a cell phone as a recording a woman being attacked instead of calling 911. So,
How
is
do
the
you
social media
go
that
home,
important?
look your spouse or your kids in the eyes, and know what you didn't do? You know, I mean, it's not like it was the simple act of phoning 911 and not recording. I,
I know,
wow.
exactly. Yes. I mean, it's just like, as a human being, who could do that? I mean, it's just still flabbergasting to me. But anyways, um, yeah. Well, I would hope that I know exactly, unhinged. I'd be right there with you. I'd be kicking some ass. Um, I'm sorry. I did. I grew up. I was a tomboy most of my life, so it is what it is. And but
No.
yeah, well, it's a sad turn of events. And again, um, all I can say is payback's a bitch. You
Oh
know?
yeah, I see it incoming. You have just
Oh,
unleashed the beast in, oh dear.
yeah, yeah. My little face is the grimacing emoji right now. Oh boy. So, well,
Sure.
and again, for the time being, it's gonna be the view from the cheap seats is gonna be good. That's all we can do is, be there. And again, maybe some people someday will come and find out the real story and the real truth and listen and kind of get it. And again, and as long as, sometimes when I have something to say, I just hope that it gives people something, sometimes a little bit to think about. So,
Yeah, I mean, is it worth it? Now the target's on you, and if Elena's smart, she will lay low and work from, you know, uh, what's the word?
stealth.
That's the word. She'll be stealthy about it and not make a big production. So you're never going to know where it's going to come from.
Yep.
So I do not envy the
No.
position
Oh
you
no.
put yourself into. Whatever comes from it, you deserve it.
Yep. Because they could have stopped it and they should have stopped it. And there's
Yeah.
that coulda, woulda, shoulda. So, hey.
Yeah. And I wish I could feel sorry, but I don't. Karma's a bitch, yada, yada, yada.
Well, yeah, because especially since, the progress that Alana had made a lot of progress. She really
Yeah.
had. She turned the other cheek. And I think she was starting to figure it out, but now that's too late. She never got that chance to continue on the path that she was. So it is what it
Yeah.
is. And
And hopefully she can take that now that she's got a job, that she's got an anchor.
right, exactly. And she'll be back. Again, she'll be
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
and it'll all be good. And, it hopefully that they'll just let things go. I don't know that that would happen, but hopefully that's going to be the case because then everybody, Angie and them can stay over there and have their whatever, and you know, she can keep doing what she's doing, and we can visit and say hey and do what cut up and have some fun. It's all good.
Yeah.
So, but that's everybody's going to have to just leave it alone. So I
And
hope
and
that's
you
it.
know, and as far as I know, Alana still has her Kiwi Farms account. So if
Oh yeah,
anything,
that's
she'll
true.
be on there. So
Oh, true, 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 true. So yeah, and later unhinged. Have a good one. Yeah, it's
yeah.
you know, but
Oh
it
yeah.
is.
I'll
It's
look
just a
forward
start.
to it.
Well, and I have to say this, Kathy, because I thought this was so amusing. I kind of lurked at Bounties for a little while because the word spreads around pretty quick when stuff's going on. So I
Hmm.
peeked back in, and they were getting hit pretty hard with some trolls.
I heard that. What kind of
Yeah,
trolls that we're familiar with, or were these
very.
like
I was very familiar with.
Oh, do tell.
Now, I didn't I saw one of them and went, huh. And I heard about the other one's name and I'm like, wait a minute. And come on. I know exactly who it was and they do too. So it's the way to keep it stirring up.
Uh-huh.
So if,
Well, I have no doubt that it's Angie and MT. Am I right?
yeah,
There you
exactly.
go. Yeah.
Exactly. And I just would because I was like no because these accounts have been around for oh much longer than we've known some of these folks, so these
Yeah.
accounts have been around for quite some time, so I recognize who they belong to, and it's okay. Again, it'll all come out, and people eventually step back and go huh. It just happens that way sometimes, and it gets the best of you and it is what it is, but I do have to run, but thank you. I love everybody. I always have fun to come and see you, Kathy. We're going to have to start having some crazy streams. We'll have to pick a topic and
Oh
go
yeah.
with it.
Yeah, you got it.
Let everybody talk about it.
Yeah, I think we pretty much covered all we needed to cover. So it's a good time to end. And
Yes.
we'll have to plot and scheme and get some subject matter up and I'll let you know, you guys, what's up. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and and I'll see you later, and it's good to see everybody. So everybody take care, and I'll
Okay.
see you guys soon.
You got it. And I'll say good night to everybody. Thanks for dropping by. And it was eventful, that's for sure. So thank you,
Thanks.
everybody. Good night.